Hello and welcome. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, I'm always telling people not to buy motorhomes and campervans. The reason is I really want people to rent them first. And here we some here, rent and travel. This is a Knaus motorhome. It's this rather unusual VW motorhome, a Tourer van, 500 MQ Vansation, which has, as it turns out, been a major flop as far as sales are concerned. Now, whether this is a major flop because it's Knaus or it's a major flop because of the vehicle layout, I can't actually respond to that. And strangely enough, it would seem that the major flop is because they produce too many of the things, more than they can actually sell. So it's a management error. But the vehicle itself, as much as I don't think much of Knaus, is very, very original. Extremely original layout and tiny footprint. So we've got this bed at the back here. The bed looks a mess, and it will look a mess for this reason. We've got this clever looking shower unit inside, and the shower unit will collapse, and I'll leave you a video of it in its collapsed state. The thing is, I don't actually want to try and take it to pieces. I mean, I know how it works in theory, but it's a Knaus model. It's been here for one day of the public's use, and it could well be broken by now. So, not wanting to take that risk, I'm not going to. But I can show you what it looks like when it's down. But in a vehicle this small, it's a tiny vehicle, you do get a very large washroom. There's me in the, look at this. So we've got all this space. So it's a VW up front. That's it, a VW camper, a VW bully. So, given that it's this chassis, yeah, there's lots of space in here. And I also would advise people to get a small vehicle the first time they want to rent. Get something small, see how well it works out for you. If it works out okay, then you might want to continue with it. If it works out badly, then you're going to have to get something bigger. This is a sleeps 4. Now, sleeping 4 in something like this is quite ridiculous. And so carrying 4 is quite ridiculous. You're going to be getting in front of each other all the time. As two people now in my motorhome, and I can tell you it's a bit of a squash. But anyway, this bed, which it comes as an option, will come out. Let's see, and it comes up by pulling this. It will come out. You can see there's a sliding mechanism, and out it comes. Let's hope it's not broken. Oh, it's okay. And so it comes out like that. So there you've got your sleeping part. Now you may think, okay, that looks a dreadful mess in there, but it's a tiny footprint in here. So as long as it's not broken, that's great. Absolutely fantastic. There'll be a ladder. I think the ladder was in there, wasn't it, in the washroom? But imagine 4 people in here. It's going to be really, really tight. Here we've got the kitchen. Notice that. Oh, can you open it? No, the kitchen can't open it. The hobs. No access to the hobs whilst the bed is down. And there's the sink. So this goes up. Oh, well, I've locked it in position, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it locked in position because I need 2 hands to get it to go up. But this might sound like the holiday from hell, and this is what it's like when things are working. So you can imagine what's going to be like when this whole thing here stops working. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the other features. Got storage along the back. You've got window here, got some thing here which I can't see the point of, and let's come to the front, passing this wardrobe on the way. And now I am now under the vehicle, under the bed I should say. Right, oh, you'll probably want to see me trying to get out, in and out under the bed. There I am. So I'm trying to move myself around in my frog position, and but before I actually do that. I'll show you behind. We've got the fridge here, so if when the bed's out you need access to the fridge, this is the position you're going to have to be in. The front chairs will turn round, so that'll give you a bit more space. Oh, there's me, I've gone dark. Let's put it back round. So the chairs will turn round. Here's the fridge, Vitri Frigo. So it's a two-way fridge. Actually, a two-way fridge is only a one-way fridge because it only works off 12 volts. It's a bit of a misnomer, but anyway. So it's an electric fridge, let's call it that, not a gas fridge. Keep things simple. And despite that huge lack of space inside, you've got this enormous garage here, which is quite positive. Now, how much does it cost to rent one of these things? I don't know. But rather than buy it, I do suggest you rent it. Though, having said that, you've got one of these, it'll put you off motorhomes for the rest of your life. So, if there's somebody you don't like, what you could do is you give them as a present a voucher to go away in this for 2 weeks, and then insist that they use it for the entire time of the holiday. Let's come round to the front. So, now, I don't recommend Knaus Tourer at all, and I've been saying this now since the year. In fact, I think I started saying this around 2019. But in recent years, I've said it more and more. Now, there have been major things happen with the company. Management has been some members of management have been arrested. 2 members of management have been arrested. It's accusations. I'm going to do a longer video on this subject, relate to financial irregularities. And the second thing is related to the misstatement of weight, the latter being particularly of interest to motorhomers, particularly when you're in something which is very close to the edge. Now, this thing here, if my memory serves me correctly, is 3,100 kilos. I would have thought that, I think that's what they state. I would actually have thought it was even it was less than that. But all the same, that's not likely to be a problem. If you rent a vehicle, also it's unlikely to be. It might be a problem, but it's I would suggest it isn't, because you're not collecting all this stuff that if you're going on having something for long term, then you start fitting all sorts of stuff on it and not thinking you've got the solar panels on the roof and all the stuff you've got inside the back of the van you forget to throw out. Obviously, the financial irregularities don't affect somebody who actually rents. So I'll do a separate video on this, but for those who've actually criticised me, had a go at me, oh, I've got a Knaus Tourer, it's great, suggesting that there were no problems whatsoever. Well, the police don't seem to think so, and the shareholders also don't seem to think so. The share price has collapsed to being well over 4 times less than it was at one stage. Almost 5 times less, in fact. And so those who've criticised me have been shown to be utterly wrong, and no doubt they will be apologising in the comments section. So anyway, there you go. I don't recommend Knaus Tourer, but I do recommend that you rent a vehicle before you buy. Thanks for watching.